One morning, Mary woke early, and she ran out to the circuit garden. It was beautifully sunny and warm, and 1,000 more shoots were pushing their way out of the ground. Deacon was already there, digging hard, with the crow and a young fox beside him.
Have you seen Robin?
He's forbidden us. I must tell you something. You probably know about Colin Craven, don't you? Well, I met him and I'm going to help him to get better.
Ah, that's good. That's good news. We all knew he was ill.
Um, Perhaps. Um, we can bring him here and let him rest under the tree. That's what, well, I will do. That's what we will do.
Later, after the conversation between Martha and Mary, she went into his room.
Come in.
He was lying in bed, looking tired. He didn't turn to look at her.
What's the matter with you?
I have backache and headache. Why you didn't come this afternoon?
I was pushing the garden with Deacon.
I won't let that kid come into the gardens if you run a bit with him than with me.
Don't talk me like that. I won't come here again if you keep talking to me in that tone.
I will make you come here anywhere. You selfish girl.
I'm not selfish as you are. You are the more selfish boy I ever met.
I'm not as selfish as your friend Deacon.
Don't dare to say things about him.
Colin and Mary kept fighting until Mary got sick of him and left the room. Colin had never argued like that before. She decided to never go back to Colin's room again. But then she remembered how she used to be back in India. Mary started to sympathize with him. That night, she was woken by the most terrible screams that she had ever heard. Everyone was running and shouting to attend Colin. Mary knew it was Colin at the first moment, and Martha suddenly appeared to ask for her help.
We don't know what to do. Please, Miss Mary. He likes you. You could make him calmer.
All right.
Please.
They headed to Colin's room, and she saw Colin screaming out of control.
Stop screaming, Colin. I hate you. Everyone does. If you keep crying like this, you're going to die. And I know you will.
Suddenly, a quiet silence overwhelmed the room, and Colin stopped crying. He looked at Mary with the eyes wide open.
I can feel my back crooked. I know it is. I'm going to die.
Don't be stupid. There is nothing wrong with your horrid back. Marto, come here. Please help me.
Martha and Mr. Medlock were standing at the door, staring at Mary, their mouths half open. They both looked very frightened. Martha came forward to help, and Miss Mary looked carefully at Colin's back.
There is nothing in your back. Nothing at all.
Only Colin knew how important those crossly spoken, childish words were. All his life he had been afraid, because of his inevitable end. Suddenly, an angry girl told him his back was straight. He was no longer afraid.
I'm sure I will leave if we can go out to the garden sometimes. I'm very tired right now. Will you stay until I go to sleep?
I will tell you about the secret garden. Um, there's photo of roses and flowers. Um, there, there are some birds making their nest because all is so quiet.
The next day, Mary met Deacon in the secret garden and tell him about Colin.
We have to get poor Colin to the secret garden. In the sunshine, we don't have more time to lose.
You are right. We must bring Colin as soon as we can.
So in the afternoon, Mary go to see Colin.
Colin, this is important. Can you keep a secret?
Yes, of course. What is it?
We found the door to the secret garden.
Really? Do you think I will live long enough to see it?
Of course, don't be stupid.
Colin told Mr. Medlock and the doctor that he wanted to go out on his wheelchair. The doctor just agreed when I heard that Colin will be pushing the wheelchair.
I want to forget that I am ill. My cousin makes me forget everything when I am with her.